What's up, y'all? And welcome to another edition of On the Needle. So I am back. It's been a little bit, but it seems like I'm making up for lost time with these recent vinyls because I didn't buy any new records for months. And so now, the last video, if you all remember, I got Tiana Taylor's album. I got that one signed and got a chance to meet her, which was really, really cool. And didn't get a chance to meet Cardi B, but I did get a chance to get a signed vinyl of her new album, Am I the Drama? So before I show y'all the variant of the one that I ordered, this rollout, I gotta say, people praised the clips because they were saying when they came out with their new album earlier this year, how they had really done a real rollout, which is not to take anything away from them, but they did a traditional rollout. And I think that people were so wowed by it because we haven't seen that. A lot of times people are just dropping music. Beyonce wasn't the first person that did it with the self-titled Beyonce album, but when she did do that, I think that was 2013, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of other people started doing it because she made it popular. So you started seeing these surprise drops from these heavyweight artists where you had no warning, and basically these albums were just hitting the shelves or hitting the streaming platforms, and then you just go download them. So Cardi B really took the traditional approach with Am I the Drama, and she amped it up. I feel like, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a fan, and I'm not taking sides Cardi versus Nicki. I like them both. Although I do think Cardi as a person is more interesting to watch and engage with, like in interviews and things like that. But this rollout is one of the best ever. I don't care what era you put it up against, the 90s, 2000s, 80s, whatever. She really did her big one with this rollout. So with that said, let's get into it and talk about this album. So this is the variant that I ordered, which is the magnet variant. It's an opaque yellow vinyl. And this is the alternate cover. I think this was the fourth one she put out, and it's supposedly signed. Now, I saw trending on Twitter, people were upset because they were saying it wasn't a full signature, it was just CB for Cardi B. So I get it, hey, you're signing so many vinyls. I think her first week sales topped out at like 205,000 because they extracted some of the numbers because WAP and Up were included on this album, but because those were two huge songs, two of the biggest songs of her career, they were taken out of the first week sales, I believe. So pure sales that people actually purchased, about half of those were just pure sales. And to me, it's easy to see why. I mean, she was selling CDs and vinyls on the street. She kept coming out with these variants. Then when she had the court case, all the memes from that, she took that and made that an album cover. So again, genius. Whether you love or hate Cardi B, you can't knock the hustle that she did with this album rollout. I mean, you just can't, especially after 7 years since her last album. I feel like the ante needed to be stepped up because it had been so long. But then on the flip side of that too, it wasn't like she just disappeared. We still saw Cardi B. She was still in the news. She was still on features. And to drop a nearly diamond selling song with WAP in your hiatus, who's done that? I don't think any rapper, period, has done that, male or female. So, it's been a long 7 years, but then again, it hasn't. So this is, again, the album, the back cover. So one thing I thought that she did was pretty cool was when you put all of these together, it makes like a full face. So with the other three variants, you can put them like side by side. So it's like 2 and 2, and then Well, 2 and 2, I guess I should say, just 2 and 2. So anyway, I'm gonna open this for the first time with y'all. I have not seen it. I purposely didn't look much at people who bought this variant because I wanted it to be a surprise for me. So we're gonna open this bad boy up and let's see what we got here. This plastic is kind of childish, man. Okay, so okay, loving the pictures, so this is the inside. The pictures of Cardi B that she has here, pretty cool. Love that. Oh, there's an insert. Oh, she got me with the CB. So it is signed, but just like everybody was saying online, it's CB. Now, Cardi, you could have just put Cardi, or you could have even put Bodega Baddie. I would have accepted that. But I guess beggars can't be choosy. Hey, I got a signed vinyl from Cardi B. So, pretty hyped about that still. So then there's this sleeve. Sleeve is very nice. Love these pictures. And loving this yellow vinyl. Okay, this is hot. I like this. I love a colored vinyl. So those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, you know what I think about these. I love colored vinyls. Okay, so that's the first one. We're gonna put that back in here. So definitely, I would say with the packaging, great value for the money. Oh, there's another okay. It's a whole Cardi B poster. Now and I guess you could do this if you want to. Now, if this would have been early 20s, Carlos, this would be hanging up on my wall. And maybe I'll put it up in my place now. I mean, who's gonna check me on it? I mean, it's my place. I play it around here. But yeah, this is cool. This poster is cool. But again, if you're over a certain age, where are you really hanging this up? If y'all have gotten this vinyl, let me know if y'all actually are hanging up the pull-out poster. I'm not complaining though. Still cool. Another photo. So I'm guessing with all of the variants, it's pictures of her in that specific outfit, which again, I'm not mad at. Definitely efficient too. So again, yellow vinyl here. Y'all can see that's the same. So cool. So really, really nice packaging. I do like the packaging. I think that she delivered on that. I have her first album on vinyl as well. So now I have both of her studio albums on vinyl. So let's get into the music a little bit here. So what do y'all think about this new Cardi B album? And then how does it compare, in your opinion, to Invasion of Privacy? Now, in my opinion, I feel like it's a little unfair to compare the two because for the simple fact that people often say things like, your taste buds change every 7 years. So let alone life experiences, taste in music, taste in creating music, the way that you approach certain situations, that's a lot. If I think about my own life, in the last 7 years, a whole lot of things have happened and a whole lot of things have changed. So I can't really say at this point which one is better. But now where is the, okay, I was trying to go on the track list, and so I'm gonna have to go from memory here. And I'll just do some of the songs that I feel like are standouts. So, and the features. So we got Summer Walker, who's featured on 2 songs, Dead, and then the song Shower Tears. Of those 2 songs, I love the concept of Dead, and then that whole kind of theatrical, dramatic, if you will, approach. Of the 2 songs, though, I think Shower Tears is probably my favorite of those 2. Hello, second track, love it. Definitely a good comeback song. First like 3 songs, she's just popping her stuff. The first 3 songs, so she's saying like, "Hey, I'm back. It's me. You didn't forget me." It's not even a question really of do you remember me, because of course, like I said, she's still been relevant all this time, even though she wasn't releasing another studio album. And the third song, Magnet. So this is the Magnet variant of the album cover, and then the song Magnet. I don't know if she did like a correlation to that or not, but that's the diss track. She really held no punches on that one. So she's coming for JT and her boyfriend Lil Uzi. I had no idea they were even together, and maybe that shows my age. I really didn't care, but yeah, she goes for both of them on the song. Bia, just the opener, and she's like, name 5 Bia songs, and I couldn't do it. I can only think of like 2. So, Bia, you may have some more work to do. Just saying, but but love those songs as well. And then of course, and I'm gonna kind of skip around here with the order. Safe, the one with Kalani. At first, I was kind of like, why is this one a single with a video? But now that I think about it, it's pretty smart, because Kalani Folded is blowing up. And also the song she did with Mariah Carey, The Sugar Sweet, that's a great song too. So I get it. Kalani's hot right now. And not saying that Cardi B necessarily needs another star's power to hold her up, but of all of the features on the album, that one makes the most sense. Now, she got us with that Janet Jackson one, because I thought it was going to be an actual feature, but it was a sample, which I'm not mad at. The song Principle is one of my favorite songs on the album. But hopefully we get like a deluxe version or a remix or something like that. Speaking of remixes, after the album was initially released, she released a remix of Every Time with Lotto, which tracks well because she mentions Lotto's name on the original version. So it kind of only makes sense that if you do a remix, throw Lotto on it. So I feel like she's going to keep rolling out these new songs. Again, smart. She's playing this very smart. All these different variants, all these different versions of the album. The song Doing Too Much, or no, Don't Do Too Much is the name of it. I like that one too. I kind of hate that one wasn't on the original, because I do like that song a lot. Let's see. The one with Selena Gomez is cute. Pick It Up. I can't say it's one of my favorites, but it's a good pop song. And for those of you who have been watching me for a while, I have a sister channel, the Water Bear Podcast, where we talk about astrology, zodiac, and all that. Cardi B, in my mind, from what she displays to the media, is a textbook Libra, in the sense of very into the aesthetic. When you see, of course, this album aesthetically very pleasing to the eye. And even the way she dresses, things like that. And also, I feel like Libras are gonna give you a little bit of everything. And that's what this album gives. She has the pop songs, she has the street songs, the street diss tracks. And then like the songs like Principles, like I mentioned, is kind of more R&B rooted. The song On My Back with Lourdes, I feel like it's also a little bit more R&B rooted. I love, now I'm drawing a blank of what the name of the song is. Well, I mentioned Bodega Baddie. Love that. Love that song. It's just too short. That was. If I had one gripe about the album, I feel like some of the songs could have had an extra verse, or a little bit extra, more of a hook, or more instrumentation. Give us a good, 4-minute song or something like that. But I get it. That's kind of the way of music now. A lot of songs are like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then they're done. Of course, Outside I love that one. Oh, Better Than You. That is one of my favorites with Cash Cobain. Love that one. Really, really love that. And I think it's going to be honestly kind of hard for her to pick singles from this album. I could really see her probably relying heavily on fan interactions and fan opinions, because a lot of these songs could be singles in my opinion. So that's my general thoughts about the album. I do like it. I've been putting it in heavy rotation. And Cardi B, not for nothing, she released this album at a good time and a very small window where she didn't have any direct competitors this week, because this past Friday, you had Doja Cat come out, Mariah Carey come out, and then the following week, I think Taylor Swift's new album is coming out. So there's a lot of new music by some heavy hitters. So it'll be interesting to see the album's staying power over the next few weeks as far as the charts and everything are concerned. But charts or not, I love the album. I think it's great. I think it was worth the wait, and I'm gonna continue to bump it. So what are your thoughts on Cardi B's Am I the Drama, her second studio album? What do you think? What do you think of the promotion, the variants? If you have this vinyl, which version did you get? And I'm gonna be upset if she signed it anything other than CB, because then I'll feel cheated. But anyway, as always, thank y'all for watching, tuning in, and don't forget to comment, rate, or like rather, subscribe. I really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.